The game thought it could make me, oh, I'm defeated. But you can actually back up your saves on this game. So, when was the last episode? Let me think. About, it's like 7 months ago. Oh god. Let me just move the microphone real quick. Yes, it's been 7 months. Yeah. Because my phone's been extremely busy, so obviously I'm not going to be able to fault him on that. I'm not going to do that. But anyway, he's actually not here today either. He's doing his own thing, I guess. So anyway, today we are going to continue. Apparently we've got Italian sausages now. So, before I get onto the millions and millions and millions of notes I have, I suppose I should maybe mention stuff. I mean, it's Valentine's Day in 2 days, I guess. I mean, I don't know why I brought this up because it's completely irrelevant to me. So it's just another day for me because I'm alone again this year, and that's not a problem or anything. I just break down in tears immediately. It's like he's like getting like really angry and just going up to like everybody and just going, "No, I'm not crying, you're crying." Just like beat them up or something, get overly angry. Anyway, let me just quickly finish this before I pull out the laws. Obviously, I suppose I might as well do this. It's always like a mixture of silly laws and stuff like that that I found on the internet, so they might not be 100% accurate, of course, because you can't really believe everything you read on the internet, can you? Because most of it's probably fake. Alright, there we go. Okay, so it took me a while to get those out. They've been under there for 7 months after all. I don't know how many I have, but I have a lot. Like, yeah, so anyway, some of them are like really, really stupid ideas that I had that are just straight up not funny. But like some of well, not to me anyway. And some of them are just like basically laws and like stories and stuff. So anyway, the first one says the first one is like a joke, like a pun almost about Zack Ryder, the wrestler. What was I thinking? It says woo woo woo. Is Zack Ryder secretly a cop? Like really? Is he? I don't know. How am I supposed to know? Maybe it's like secretly a cop like undercover or something. One of those ideas that you have where it's like you think of something and then you're like, where'd that come from? Anyway, what's up next? I'm not very good at commentating these alone, as you could have told. I'm just trying to do my best because I was tired of not recording this. So here you can have your raw hot dogs. Obviously, there's definitely no cheating at all. Did they get angry? I don't think I put the cheat on yet. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. You don't really get to see them get angry very often anyway. What is this? Oh, here we go. Okay, this one's interesting. So this happened at college, right? And so this is really silly. You know that rumor where it's like, you know, if the teacher has not been here in 15 minutes, then we're legally allowed to leave. Well, we all actually believed it at college. So we did that once. Like we left, and one person stayed because they were like, no, you can't do that. You know, typical. No. Anyway, so they stopped. Like they stopped behind, while we just kind of went and did whatever we did, and basically the teacher came back, and the one person didn't leave. She told him that we'd left, so it was like a manhunt to find us. It was so serious about it and everything. Like he was like scouring all the possible hallways we could have gone down. It's like almost as if we were like criminals or something. It was that serious. Like I don't know why. He was just like we must get him. Like, we must get them now, or else. Next, oh hello there. Pinch hit well. What? Pinch hit well? Okay. Alright, let's see. Okay, so this one's also from college. So what happened is that somebody must have saved a picture on the on the college computers, because at our college all we had were Macs, like you know those Apple Macs. What are they? Was it short for Macintosh or something? Yeah, I think it was short for Macintosh. But anyway, we had Macs, and all we heard, like it was halfway through the lesson, and all we heard was "Oh God, ah!" like "Oh God, ah God," and it was like we didn't know why. It turns out someone was looking through the pictures that they saved, and they found a picture of a blue waffle. Don't search that, by the way. If you search that, I will not be responsible for what happens to your sanity. It's not pleasant. That's all I'm going to say. Don't search it up. But all we hear was just, oh God. No, I do not want to play. So He just goes, aha, okay, so this happened in year 7, I think. No, not year 7, it was like year 8 or something. I think? Oh, here we go, visit shop, okay. So, what can we get? So anyway, yeah, this is in like, I think it was year 8 anyway. And, what happened was, like, we were just kind of doing our own thing right now. In the class. And the teacher decided to put on Daft Hands, this really, really old video. Where they've like written words on their hands and they move their fingers around. It's really actually really cool. But anyway, so she accidentally scrolled down to the comments once, and the two top comments, one said Chuck Norris can do this with one hand, and the other one said Chuck Norris can do this with no hands. I don't know why I remember that. It's probably because Chuck Norris jokes were kind of cool at the time. I don't know. I don't know if it was like a meme, like a dead meme by then or not. But oh well, whatever. It's just like Chuck Norris joke on there. Both of the top comments. You know, back when YouTube still had top comments, I miss top comments. I used to love looking what the top comments were because they were always really funny. We still technically have them, but not exactly the way you'd expect, I guess. Let me just move the thing up a bit. No, that's a bit too far. Okay, never mind. But yeah, we still have top comments, kind of, but it's not exactly how it used to be. So there was this one time where it was this non-uniform day, and we could wear whatever we wanted. So we had a DX shirt, like, you know, D Generation X. We had one of them shirts. What we didn't realise, somehow, was on the back, it had DX's catchphrase. You know the catchphrase, suck it. And the teachers were not very happy. We got into trouble, and I'm pretty sure we got the shirt confiscated. I don't think my brother ever got that shirt back, to be honest. It's like they kept it or whatever. It'd be funny if they still had it. It's like bursting scum, like, right, give me my DX shirt back. Anyway, so also at secondary school, this is my second secondary school. So my secondary school? No, I'll stop. But anyway, it was basically this. Whenever you turned on the computer, there was like this thing that would come up. I'm not quite sure what it was, but it was like this message you can send to the technicians or whatever. But it was broken, so it actually never sent the messages. I don't know why you would send a message to the technician about the computer not working if it's there before the computer even turns on properly. But anyway, you know, enough of that anyway. So basically, you've had to put your name and a message. I don't know why that was a thing. But anyway, every time I turned on the computers, I would always occupy myself very briefly. And I would put your name, Slenderman, message, I'll get you. I don't know why. I just thought it was kind of funny. For some reason back then. Then again, I did have like a really weird sense of humour. So let's see, what is this? Oh, okay, here we go. So this was in, I don't quite remember what the lesson was. I think it was like, was it ICT? It might have been. But we had to do like an anti-bullying poster, and obviously I was very happy to tell the bullies to get lost, because, you know. So what I did was I decided to make a joke out of it. Whenever we make posters, I always made jokes. Like, I did one about a bonfire once, and it was really over the top. It was like, if you don't come to my barbecue, I know where you live. I'm going to drag you to the barbecue and throw you in the fire. As I put a picture of Sergeant Cross from Need for Speed, and I put, if you don't come to my my barbecue or my bonfire or whatever, then this guy will pay you a visit. This barbecue is essential, or bonfire is essential. And it's like, the funniest part is that one of them was actually what was it? It was like, there was also a Christmas party once that come to 123 Fake Street or whatever. I got told to do it again because it wasn't professional. But yeah, I like how it was like, come to my bonfire or else. And I remember at the bottom of the thing, it said, like, best barbecue ever. And then in really small letters, read fine print, not really. So it was like, best bonfire ever, read fine print, not really. But anyway, this one was the bully one. So what I put was, like, I put part of it was like, the first one was basically just a rant with no punctuation at all. It was like, you think you look good, but you're not. You're just looking stupid, and you're an idiot, so if you're doing it. You know, it was like a bunch of words all put together with no punctuation whatsoever. So you had to read it in all one breath. And then I put how to deal with bullies, with pictures, by the way. So I put step 1, kick to the gut. Step 2, pedigree. Just like, step 1, kick to the gut, and I had a picture of a karate guy doing like a super kick to somebody's stomach, and then pedigree just has Triple H hitting the pedigree on somebody. I think it was Shelton Benjamin. It was the clearest picture that I could find at the time. So kick to the gut, pedigree. I don't know. Because, like I said, they didn't really... I didn't get into trouble for it either, which is interesting enough, because I usually got into trouble for anything. You breathe wrong and you're in trouble. But anyway, next up is... what's this? Okay, so this is also a very similar story, back to the bonfire one. So basically... Well, kind of, actually. We had to do this thing about car crime at one point. Like, like breaking into cars, stealing cars, and stuff like that. And, okay, that's I've never seen that character. But Papa's Ballpark Mustard. I do not want to know what that is. We already have mustard. What makes the difference? Does it taste like baseballs? I hope not. Because baseballs probably don't taste very good. Don't eat baseballs, by the way. Anyway, so, yeah, the car crime doc had a picture. Like, it basically said at the end. I went back to year 4, apparently, because I used word art, like the rainbow word art that you used to use all the time. Like the thing that I used in that whole Ashley ambush thing, if you remember that. But anyway, I did that basically. And I put, you know not to do car crime, so don't do it. And then a different word out just said end with a full stop, and there was a picture of Mr. T at the end for no particular reason. So basically what I did was, I don't know why I did this, but at the, on one, I made a new document and I got that exact same picture of Mr. T. And I just put, I had like 20 of the same picture of Mr. T at the top. And at the bottom was like this one, it was the same picture but bigger. I don't know why I did that for. I'm pretty sure I printed it out at one point as well. It's like, I used to have like really pointless documents on my name, on my school login name at like, at Parkwood. And basically what it was, I basically just took like a bunch of, so basically I went on Paint and I put like a bunch of cars, like small cars, and then I put a bunch of dinosaurs like destroying like the cars and the people and eating them, and I just put Crushzilla, and I had like 5 documents of the same thing. And what I didn't know is that these computers that we had at that school were very pathetic at the time and could only hold like a certain amount of documents. So the teacher was like, "Wait, what do you mean your hard drive is full? Like, what have you done? What have you done?" And it was like this like 50 different things of the same thing, and they were like, "What is this doing on your computer? What are you doing?" So obviously I was forced to delete them. I was not happy. I was like, "No, that's my masterpiece." Actually, speaking of dinosaurs, I actually wrote a story about dinosaurs. Like there was this thing called Big Writing. And I may or may not have stolen the joke from the Beano comic. It was like this caveman was fighting a bunch of dinosaurs, and then he got pulled off screen, and it turns out it was the person who works at the cinema. It turns out he was actually in front of a cinema the entire time, and that was stolen from like a Les Pretend story at one point. But yeah, that was a thing. And the teacher thought it was actually such a good story that they made me type it out on the computer, and it's got stuck on the wall in my old house, but obviously we left it there, so it's probably not on the wall anymore. There was also like this thing we had to do was like my favourite musicians and stuff like that. But anyway, so something I used to do, we'll go back to primary school for this story. So something I used to do is since I was pretty much alone all the time, like I had friends, but they never hung out with me. They always just decided, hey, let's play football every time. So I was alone at break. I would always either play GTA, like, well, not obviously real GTA, just like pretend I'm a GTA character, stealing invisible cars and stuff. By the way, at one point I said, "You're busted, punk." I went, "You're busted, punk," and the teacher thought I swore at one point. I'm sure you can guess what word they thought I said. But anyway, it's kind of funny. I actually got into trouble as well. So you shouldn't be watching your parents play GTA. You know, because teachers can get really, really over the top. But anyway, like I was saying, so I used to like run around the entire perimeter of the playground making Mario Kart noises, and sometimes I would like spin around. I don't know. I'd spin around, and go, "Oh, whoa, whoa," like I got hit with a red shell or something. I was a very strange child. This guy's got a okay, this guy's got a championship belt and a gold medal. Is it Kurt Angle in disguise? Did he win that what? Did he win that gold medal with a broken freaking neck? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I don't know why I did that. I also remember I used to annoy everyone by standing in the middle of the football match, like announcing their every move. Like, I don't know why. Like, they wouldn't involve me because I was terrible. Except for that one time. Because, I mean, the only time I ever helped them win in football was when it hit me on the side of the face and went into the goal. Don't know how that works. I don't know how that didn't knock me out. Probably knocked my brain cells out though. Anyway, like I was saying. So yeah, for some reason that was a thing. Hotdoggeria return confirmed. But yeah, that was a thing apparently. So yeah, I used to annoy everyone because I would be like, say for example their name is Tom or whatever. And I'd be like, oh, and Tom with an amazing kick, and it'd be like, oh, Ashley, go away. I would always get in their way. Like, the football would hit me, and then the other team would get it, and they'd be like, will you stop it? And I'd just be like, don't get annoyed, don't get angry at me, I'm the announcer. And they'd be like, no, commentator, and just go, announcer. So, Ninjoy, I kind of like that pun, that's pretty interesting. It kind of reminds me of Lucky Girl from Ben 10. Do you remember when Gwen put on that mask, and she was suddenly a Lucky Girl? Yeah, that kind of reminds me of that. But yeah, on another, you know how I said I ran around the playground making Mario Kart noises? There was also this one time where I ran around the bigger area of the playground, because there were two of them. There's one at the front, one at the back. And the one at the back had like a back part, and whenever we went into the back part, I would always like, just sit there going like, so basically what I would do is I'd pretend I was Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, or Olympic Winter Games I think it was at the time, and I would just run around. And then at some points I'd run faster and just go, let's go! Like, do just random, like, things from the thing, pretending I was Bowser Jr. You see, that's the thing. I was very strange back then, but that might be due to the fact that I was lonely. Possibly. Insanity confirmed. I don't know why I used to do that. I really don't. It felt like a bunch of people come here and call me an idiot or something. Shut up. In advance. So anyway, I remember at one point, do you know Heavy Rain? The game Heavy Rain, where you have to find your son Jason, and he just goes Jason, Jason every time you press X. Well, we used to have somebody called Jason at our school, and like me and Mikey have talked about him a lot on this series. But he actually appeared on one of the Hotdoggeria episodes, I believe. I don't remember which episode it was. I think it might have been episode 3 or something like that. But yeah, so he appeared on that episode. But anyway, we used to annoy him sometimes by just going around and just going Jason for no reason, and to get really angry at it. What does it say? Okay, and also he hated one of my friends. He used to do this voice, and it really annoyed him. He used to come up to me every now and again, and just go, "You know, this voice really annoys Jason." I don't know why it used to annoy him. It just did. And there was also another one. Like, do you know that? Do you even what language is that? It's Flablogian. That language I made up at school. Flablogian. I forgot my character has no neck at all. This is non-existent. But yeah, do you know that hand gesture they used to do in the show Balamori? If any of you remember that from your childhood, they used to do this thing where they would start both hands at the same place and then wiggle their fingers and move them to the left and right. I'm doing it right now, but I don't have a face cam, so you can't see it. Pretend you can see it. But yeah, he used to hate it when we did that to him as well, just to annoy him. I don't know why we did. We just did. That was. I guess annoying him was like our one way of making fun or something, because school was very boring. Anyway, so onto the laws. I'm actually just picking him up from the pile. Oh, it's him. What was his name? Jojo or something? Oh, it was. It is Jojo. See, I remember his name. So anyway, apparently in Salt Lake County, it's illegal to walk down the street with a violin in a bag. Okay, in a paper bag, no less. First of all, I'm not exactly quite sure how you would get a violin in a paper bag. And secondly, what? It's like, how does that work? Like, first of all, carrying a violin in a paper bag does not sound like something that's possible. And why would it be illegal? And apparently in Pennsylvania, it's illegal to take a nap outside on top of a refrigerator. First of all, what? What? It's illegal to take a nap outside on top of a refrigerator? Like, okay, sure, whatever you say. Like I said, that might not be true, though. So anyway, that's the end of this. Let me just quickly move all my stuff back and hopefully not drop all of the stuff I'm holding in one hand. Okay, cool, I didn't. So anyway, hopefully the next episode will have somebody. If it's not Mikey, then it'll probably be my brother, most likely. Anyway, so right now, let's see, what have I got? So okay, right, I have stuff to do. Okay, anyway, so anyway, I will come back to YouTube eventually one day. Properly. By the way, as of doing this video, I haven't recorded or uploaded anything in about maybe several days. No, I'm lying. It's been 2 weeks. No, not 2 weeks, 2 months. So, yeah, there's that. Anyway, I'm going to go now. And I'll see you next time with, hopefully, a guest.